Hello everyone, this is Dalek and welcome to my corner of important knowledge and useless information. So, today I'm going to talk about something pretty important, to me at least. I've been thinking about it all day. It's a big spoiler, so if you haven't done the Kul Tiras storyline, I would actually advise you to, turn off the video and actually go in game and do it, because it's pretty awesome. But one of the things I've been thinking about the whole day is this guy here. And you're thinking, oh, okay, well, it's a grave. Yeah, but it's the grave of Tandred Proudmoore. And who is Tandred Proudmoore? Well, Tandred Proudmoore is Jaina Proudmoore's brother. Apparently, it's been a while. Dana's brother, older brother Derek, died during the Second War, and then you got Dalen Proudmoore's tomb here, and then you got Tandred Proudmoore's tomb here. And when you click on it, it says, "In Memoriam, Captain Tandred Proudmoore, fearless explorer, sailor of uncharted waters, youngest son of Dalen and Catherine, brother of Derek and Jaina, taken by the sea in a mighty storm." So, why is this important? Well, when you do the Stormsong Valley storyline, you start off because you hear some rumors about the Tide Sages. Their Tide Sages are basically a magic wielding class, so to speak, that bless the ships of Kul Tiras so they can sail safely on the water. So you go there to investigate why the fleet is gone, basically. You quickly learn that something is completely wrong. Seems like the Tide Sages has been corrupted by something. So when you get deeper into the storyline, you'll suddenly see that they've been transformed into these hideous creatures called the Kathir. And the Kathir, which you also learn later on when you do the Storm's Rhine monastery dungeon, you'll learn that they've been serving Queen Ashara for quite a while. That's actually pretty troubling because Queen Ashara is working for Nasaf. We got that pretty much confirmed in the Ashara Warbringer story, short cartoon, and it's pretty interesting to see when you quest through the zone that you can see, they're basically controlled by the old gods, and the last boss is also a minion of Nasaf, the old god. Basically, when we defeat him, when we get into the dungeon, and right before we get into the dungeon, we actually figure out that the Tide Sages in the monastery is basically using their magic to keep the Kul Tiran fleet sort of disoriented in a big storm. For how long they've been captured there, it's actually pretty interesting because we don't know. It's it could have been a while. And when I see the tomb over here, look really new, really something that's taking a long time to build. And I can't stop thinking that this tomb over here, it has been presumed that Tandred Proudmoore has been dead for quite a while. So when you start the quest, they say that the fleet has been gone for a few months. So how long is a few months for you? Or how long is it for me? I will guess between 3 to 6 months. That's actually pretty troubling because if the fleet has been gone for so long, then that basically means that, okay, Lady Ashvane, who's another one of the antagonists of this expansion, of this raid tier, this patch, so to speak, she's been saying, okay, so the Kul Tiras fleet is basically out of league. They're basically defenseless now, and there's also some things going on in Drost War, so all of Kul Tiras is basically split. It's divided. I can do whatever the fuck I want. I can go for the title of Lord Admiral now. So she devised this plan to hire the pirates of Freehold to attack Borealis and try to conquer it from Catherine Proudmoore. So that's actually a pretty long time. In 3 months, Tandred and the rest of Tandred's ship and the rest of the Kul Tiras fleet has basically been stuck inside of this storm, this magical storm that basically disoriented them, so they can't find their way home. So if they've been trapped for so long inside this magical storm, how could they survive? How could they survive from not having, like, for instance, were they running out of supplies? How did they get supplies? I think it's pretty hard for a ship like that to survive such a long time on the sea. I know that the trip to America, for instance, has been pretty tough for Columbus fleet. A lot of people died from diseases simply because they were out in the sea and they didn't get the right stuff to eat. So I wonder if a lot of Tandred's men died on the ships and stuff like that. And even though if it's been a storm, yeah, there would have been waves, like big waves, on the waters for so long. I'm starting to think that this storm, maybe it could be some kind of a time pocket. Maybe Tandred doesn't know that it's been that long since they came home. Maybe it's only been like a few days for them, and we kind of get that feeling from, for instance, the Twisting Nether. Twisting Nether basically bends time and space. If someone has been seeing the audio story of Alleria, Windrunner, and Turalyon, you would know that they've been fighting for 1,000 years against the Burning Legion, and that's actually pretty interesting, because it's only been like around 20 years since the Alliance made the expedition into Draenor, and Draenor exploded, so it became the Outlands. But it's been a millennia for those two people. So what if the Tidewalkers, well, the Tide Sages magic is basically also bending time and space? I mean, I'm sure of bending reality in that matter. I mean, if they're bending reality, then it's not that far from bending time as well. I mean, we've seen that in quite a few dungeon bosses when we're fighting old guard minions, that they're basically bending reality and you have to fight yourself and stuff like that. So it's definitely very strong void magic going on here, but I would actually really like to hear what you might think about it, because it has been quite a while since Tandred went missing. Another thing I'm really excited for seeing him back again is that I really hope that in the next few patches, Blizzard is going to tie up some kind of a story between Tandred and Jaina, because for all we know, he can still be pretty pissed at Jaina for killing Dalian. I would kind of also feel that they could still make the story of Kul Tiras more relevant. that we can still stay there and we can do the quest lines and we can, you know, get the more stories out of Kul Tiras, because I feel there's a lot of untied knots after the ending cinematic when you do the Siege of Borealis. How is Tandred still feeling about seeing Jaina again? How is Tandred actually feeling when Catherine is making her Lord Admiral? Because when you go to the Unity Square down here, basically where Catherine has been calling the houses to a meeting to announce that Jaina is going to be the new Lord Admiral, you can kind of see Tandred standing there, but he's not saying anything at all. So yeah, I just feel like there's more story to tell about Tandred. I want to know if he's still mad at Jaina for betraying father. If Catherine can, you know, speak with him and say, you know, I know you love your father so much. I know you love your father so damn much, but he was just out of control. He couldn't control himself, and that's basically led to his demise. Please don't take this out on Jaina, because she was only trying to do what was best for her people, best for world peace. So yeah, there's definitely more story to be told of Tandred, and I really hope that Blizzard is going to explore this in future patch. But yeah, let me know what you think. Do you think that the story is over now? Jaina has basically gained the trust of the Kul Tiras, so they could join the alliance, and we actually don't need anything else? Or do you also feel the same about Tandred, that his story is not finished? There's more story to tell about Tandred. There's more story to be told about his relationship with his family, with Catherine, with Jaina. Then whatever kind of opinion or thoughts you might have about it, please leave a little note, a little text in the comment field. And if you like this movie, of course, give it a thumbs up. I will be very happy about that. If you don't like it, give it a thumbs down and let me hear some kind of a feedback about how I can do my videos better. So until then, I'll wish you a very good evening or morning or night, wherever in the world you are, and I'll see you again later. Peace.